Cool. So finally we are live on the internet. A couple of technical difficulties, guys. We have had to do a quick run around as we were meant to be doing this web class outside. We're currently in California, in the USA, and we expected it to be sun, sand, shooting a web class to let everyone know about how to work online outside. Unfortunately, we've not had the best weather today, so we've had to pull it inside, but all cool. We're here now and we're ready to bring to you some amazing value of what we've learned with regards to how to run a business on social media, on the internet over the last couple of years. Collectively, we've been able to quit our jobs and travel the world, and we want to show you how to do that too. So you've been specifically invited to this web class today because you've reached out to somebody who's working online and you want to find out more. You've got a big dream and you want to fulfill that dream. So without further ado, we're just going to get straight into what we've got to sort of let you know about today. We've got people tuning in from all over the world, so thank you for tuning in at whatever time it is in your part of the world. We're a global phenomenon, shall I say. And yeah, we really want to just start with who are we? Three strangers on the internet. Who are we and how are we going to help you? So first of all, I want to pass it over to Lily, as myself and Lily didn't actually know each other existed maybe 2 years ago, but we've gone on to become business partners and great friends as well. And Lily's got a really powerful story as to why she got started online and her trials and tribulations over the last couple of years.
Hi guys, so as you are all jumping on to this live training, first of all, can you let us know where you're checking in from? All three of us absolutely love to travel and we'd love to know where you are from. So let us know in the chat below, and yeah, we'll be really happy to kind of find out. Otherwise, I've been working online now for just over 2 years, 24 months, I think, to be exact. And the reason that I wanted to kind of find something different, find something new, was because back in 2016, I finally had saved up enough money and convinced my boss to give me a 6-month sabbatical. And it was the most incredible experience I'd ever had. Growing up, I grew up in a single parent household and we never really went on very many holidays. And I remember always being jealous of my friends for jetting off to Europe with their parents during the 6 weeks holidays. And so that was where that real kind of like passion, that desire to travel lit up inside me. And then as soon as I could, as soon as I'd saved some money, I brought my passport at 17 and I think the very first place I went to was Barcelona. And then from that point, I'd been bitten by the travel bug and I was ready to kind of like see the world. So that was kind of the main passion, the main drive behind me wanting to have more freedom, wanting to have more time to actually see the world and travel and not worry about the money aspect of things, and having only kind of like 20, 28 days to actually go out on holiday. So yeah, that was really what my desire, what my passion was to start. And yeah, since then, I think between us, we've probably been to about 20 different countries in the past 2 years.
Yeah, a lot of airport check-ins. And
oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, it doesn't just happen. It takes a bit of work. It takes the know-how. It takes having mentors that can help you through that process. And that's what we're here to talk to you about today. So I'm going to pass you over to Tom. He's going to tell you a little bit about his story and we'll get stuck in very soon.
So I've not spoken yet, but you've immediately now noticed that we're all English.
Oh,
so
yeah.
One thing I want to get out there to anybody joining us from the US, where we're currently situated, or from the Far East, like, yes, we're English. We're 3 of the top leaders within the UK team of CEO Movement, which we'll get onto and introduce you to later. But we're not only a UK community, we're a global community. There are people from everywhere in the world. There are leaders and motivators and inspirations all around the globe. And you'll have the support in your time zone, regardless of where you're tuning in from now, regardless of the fact that we're all English. So now let me jump in. Now I've got that out of the way, let me jump into my story and just say like that I got started online like a similar reason to Lily, but it wasn't a single parent household. It was a single income household. It's very common in the UK. It's very common around the world. My mum was so committed to her kids that she gave up working. She took that income decline and ran with it in order to just support her kids' development, support her kids going forwards in life and becoming the people that she wanted them to be, the successes that she wanted them to be. And I grew up in that single income household, and every month was a struggle. It was always just surviving, just scraping by, just meeting the bills and being able to pay for dinner. And I got to a point where I was 18, I just left college, I just gone through my first internship, and I'd had my first taste of work, and it just wasn't for me. It left a sour taste in my mouth. I had dreams of it giving me freedom, it giving me this, that, and the other that my mum had promised me as a kid. Like, when you grow up, you're going to be free to live your life how you want to live it. And it just wasn't the case. I was stuck in an office 5 days a week, and it just left a really horrible taste in my mouth, being told what to do by people that didn't care about me personally. They just cared about the company's profit margins and meeting the monthly quota. So I fell out of love with the idea of becoming an adult, and for 14 months I just slummed it. I just stayed on Job Seekers. It's a thing in the UK. You get a benefit if you're looking for work, and having that little bit of freedom, that time to just be me, it really opened my eyes to what is possible. And I refused to get a job for 14 months until my family really hit a hurdle and started struggling. And then I got my job, and for 3.5 years, until I found this opportunity. I was an IT guy working 9 to 5 in an office 5 days a week, sometimes 6 or 7 days a week if there was an issue over the weekend. It was rare, but it happened, and it was irritating. And then I met Lily. I decided there was time to change. I met Lily, and a few months into our relationship, she introduced me to this thing that she was doing online, which blew my mind to the point where for 2 months I was just super skeptical and said that it didn't work, even though I'd get up, go to work, and she'd be in her pajamas with a cup of tea. I'd come home 8 hours later, and she's still in her pajamas with a fresh cup of tea. And I'm just like, right, you got to tell me what you're doing. She told me what she was doing, and I still was skeptical. But then after 2 months, she was like, right, look, this business is going to enable me to travel the world and fulfill my passions and still be able to support my family from afar. So you either get started and come with me, or you use your 28 days holiday and stay comfortable in your job and just visit me when you can. And I wasn't having any of that. So that's where it came to a close for me. I was like, right, get me in. I'll just go in, take it with a pinch of salt, and just trust that you're leading me in the right direction. And I want you to have that same feeling here. I'm not going to give you the ultimatum that I'm going to ditch you and go traveling, but I am going to say just trust in us, because we are here with sincerity in our hearts, and we do want to help you, and so does every other member of our community want to help you see the success that you want to see and achieve the freedom that you want in life.
Exactly.
So over to you, Adam.
Cheers, Dom. Yeah, and just before I just give 2 minutes on my background, just want to give a couple of shout outs to people checking in all over the world in the chat. We've got Laura from Manchester in the UK. We've got Richie from Ireland, Dermot from Ireland as well, Cape Town, Nevena, I believe, Latvia, Righties. I hope I'm getting these names right. Sharon's tuning in from Texas. We've got the northeast of England. Not going to shout out to everyone. I'd probably be here all day if not, but we really appreciate everyone checking in from all over the world. And also, my story, why did I get started online? First of all, I was working in a finance job in the UK. So I'm from the north of the UK, and I was just literally fed up with the job, fed up of working for a boss, fed up, like Tom said, being told when I can go on holiday, driving a commute 30 minutes to work, back home in traffic to a job that I wasn't passionate about. I was also getting married at the time, but I didn't really have a plan how to pay for a wedding, which sounds strange, but I guess you just get caught up in life and you just think you'll figure it out. But truly up here, I wasn't figuring anything out. I was just hoping on a lottery win or something like that to pay for this wedding. Started the business, that motivated me. After 6 months of starting the business, I managed to quit that 9-to-5 job through, knuckling down and contacting mentors and listening to people who had the results that I wanted. following the correct training, which we're going to show you today. That allowed me to quit my job after 6 months, pay for my dream wedding, which was in Miami, November last year. And yeah, I've just gone on from there, really. This week, my wife, who's with me out here in Los Angeles, has actually quit her job as well. So I can now say that I've helped my wife retire my wife, and we're going to go traveling. I know we're traveling at the moment, but we have to go back to the UK next week, and we're going to go full-time traveling as from the 8th of July this year, which is absolutely awesome. And it's always been a dream of mine to go traveling, but I've never had the financial support to be able to do that. And thankfully now I have that through this business opportunity that we're going to get stuck in with and share with you now. So yeah, we've been rambling on, so we'll get stuck in, I guess, guys. So let me just screen share this with everybody. There we have it, share. And let me jump in to present. One of you guys just want to check if we are sharing the correct screen, because I've done this before and spoke all the way through without sharing the screen. So I'll crack on as well. So we've got here with myself, Lilybeth and Tom, this training presentation is the 3 secrets to earning an income through social media without needing to invent your own product or service. So looks like we're good to go. So let's jump right in. What to expect from this training. So what you're going to expect is how you're capable of being successful online using the same training that we have. We're going to show you how you can earn an income daily, every day, promoting the products that everyone needs. And we're going to show you how you can automate 90% of the work to enable the freedom that you deserve. So stick around till the end. It is important that you do stick around till the end. We're not going to keep you out. We're not going to keep you for longer than maybe 1 hour today. So stick around until the end to see how you can have instant access to a global community of like-minded people. Stick around to find out how you can have your own personal business coach, somebody that's done all the hard work, someone that's cleared all the obstacles so you don't have to guide you step by step towards success. And stick around until the end to find out how you can have a business startup plan tailored to your goals and dreams. So we don't just make a business startup plan for everybody, we make it for the individual, because the individual has different goals. You have different goals to the next person. I have different goals to Tom, and vice versa. So yeah, anything you want to add to that, Tom?
Yeah, I think like the essential part of any web class is to stick around for the end, because if you don't, then you're probably going to miss a vital piece of information that literally could be the difference between you staying where you are now and just carrying on with your job, saying that you're happy with it, even though you're not, and you're living for the weekend, and getting started with an opportunity like we did. And like I said at the beginning, I did it with a pinch of salt in my hand, and I was just like, right, what's the worst that can happen? I need to change something. My family are just surviving. I'm just surviving. I'm just making ends meet. Like I need to do something. I need to be the change that I want to see. So like that information could be in the next 5 minutes, but it could also be in the last 10 minutes of this web class. So stick around. Definitely.
Focus. This is a big one. Like, I easily lose focus when I'm watching something that's important to me. So the best thing for me to do, if I'm on a laptop, I normally turn my phone upside down. Or if I'm basically, also put your phone on airplane mode. As it says there, put your phone on airplane mode if you're watching this from a laptop, so you can't get distracted by anything, like any notifications that come up. Try and be in a room on your own, because it's a lot of information to take in. And we don't want to waste your time, and we don't want you to waste your time either. So yeah, anything you want to add to that as well, Tom?
Like, yeah, focus. Can you imagine, for example, let's use a real world example, like Game of Thrones. Can you imagine how much stuff you would miss in an episode of Game of Thrones? How many underlying plot lines you would miss if you didn't focus 100% on getting every piece of like plot out of that episode of the show. And it's the same with this. Like, treat this like you would treat your favorite TV show. Like, watch it attentively, have your notepad and pen, and just don't have any distractions, and make sure you get the most, because like I just said a couple minutes ago, you could miss that one like vital line, that one piece of information that is the key to you going from where you are now to living the life of your dreams.
And put your earphones in if you have any around. We will try and keep it PG, but when me, Tom, and Lily get passionate about something, sometimes we might slip out a few swear words. That's not any offense to anyone. It's just we really get passionate, and we just like to tell the truth, tell it like it is. So if you do have little ones around, put the earphones in. We don't want to offend the small children. And yeah, let's get stuck in. So you're here for a reason. You're done living the average life, and you want to see the world, spend more time with family or friends, and have more money. Because let's face it, it's not 100% all about the money, but it's what you can do with it. If you can quit your job because you're making enough online to be able to do that, then you're going to have more time. You're going to have more time to do the things that you want to do in life, instead of working hard for a boss, instead of going to a job that you're not passionate about. Now, there are a couple of reasons. There are a couple of the big reasons why people get started and work online. They're some of my reasons, some of Tom, and some of Lily's reasons, but everyone has different reasons. What do you want? Take a pen and paper. If you've not got one already, take a notebook out, take a pen out, and write down exactly what you want from this opportunity. There's some examples, like, do you want to travel? If you want to travel, which countries do you want to see? Who do you want to take with you? If you want to spend more time with family and friends and work from home, who do you want to spend the time with? How much time would you be spending on your business? How much time would you be spending with your friends and family? If you're in it for the financial aspect, what part of the financial aspect? Like, what would you be using your money for if in 12 months from now you were full-time online and you had, money wasn't an issue? Where would you be? So write all this down. Write your goals down, because we feel that, if goals are written down, then they're more achievable.
So when we got to this co-working space, because we couldn't do it at our original location outside, there was a big like mural on the wall, a big painting on the wall. It's basically a blackboard, and the blackboard says, like, before I die, I want to. And there are like 50, 60 different lines for anybody coming into the office that day to write what they want to do before they die. And I want you to treat this mini exercise that we've got within this training as before I die, I want to, and insert blank. And then it's going to be enabled by an online business. Like it could be anything you want. Like, before I die, I want to earn £1 million or $1 million. Before I die, I want to own my dream car. I want to own that Ferrari 458. I want to fly around the world in first class. I want to see 100 out of 196 countries in the world. Like, whatever it is, write it down. It doesn't matter how big it is, you can achieve it. And you'll see on the next slide, here's some good news. An online business is the key to unlocking exactly what you want in life, whether it is that Ferrari 458, whether it is flying the world in first class, whether it is making $1 million, or whether it's simply just to be able to quit your job and spend those precious moments when your kids are growing up with your kids, those developmental moments. Like, and here's a quick fact for you that you didn't already know. Like, you're already a successful salesperson. Like, the water you drink, the bottle, like the clothes you wear, the car you drive, like, people will see that and go, God, I like this guy. He's my friend. He's my cousin. You know what? If he drives a Mustang, if he drives a Ford Focus, if he drives a Lamborghini, I want to drive a Lamborghini. I want to wear Nike clothes. I want to wear Adidas trainers. Like, you're already selling stuff on a daily basis. Whether you talk about the takeaway you're going to have, whether you talk about the TV shows you're watching, you're selling stuff. So why not take a gamble and get started online and start getting paid for being that successful salesperson that you already are?
Yeah, just to touch on a bit more of that, like, you're probably selling at the moment every day of your life, but you don't actually realize it because no money is exchanged. So you might be selling your friends the new restaurant down the road. You went to the new restaurant, it was amazing, and you you want to tell your friends about it, so that's what you do. You might be selling them the new Avengers film because you've seen it, you think it's absolutely awesome, and you want everyone else to see it as well. So you're selling them these things by words, but no physical money is exchanged. That's why you don't realize that you're already a successful salesperson. So one of the things that we get asked, me and Tom and Lily, is why isn't everyone doing it? If it's this good, if it's awesome, if you can travel the world, why isn't everyone doing it? Well, we've narrowed it down to 3 different things. The top 3 are, firstly, people don't know how to do it. They don't have an idea of where to start. They don't have an idea of what to sell. They don't have an idea of how to do it online and automate the business. The second thing is people think it's expensive. People think you need to spend thousands, tens of thousands to get started with a business online. And the third thing is people think that they're not the right type of person. And I'm going to actually swear now and say this is complete bullshit, the third one. It's complete BS. There isn't one specific type of person that can achieve success online. You've got a good example of this being yourself, Tom.
Yeah, so like I said before, I gave you a brief story myself, but I didn't tell you one important fact because I wanted to drop it here. Like, I was the biggest introvert on the planet before I got started online. And that's one of the big limiting beliefs and limiting factors of my life that was holding me back, because I didn't think I was the right type of person. Like, I wasn't as outgoing and as bubbly and as fluffy and as likable as Lily, because I was the guy that would go to the school disco and stand the furthest corner away, or just sly off halfway through the event. Or I wouldn't go to like public events like gigs and I don't know, seeing the latest rock band or whatever, or going to a drive-in cinema or whatever. Like, I wouldn't do any of that because I was scared that people would be looking at me and judging me, and I was just terrified of being seen, being heard. And I got started online, and I wasn't the right type of person by definition. I was an introvert. I was scared of interacting with new people and all the things that makes up an introvert. But I took the risk. I gambled on myself. I knew, and I was told that like I can grow out of this. And like 15 months later, I'm sat here right now doing a live web class. Like, how many of you can imagine being in the position we're in now, doing this live web class? Like, probably none of you. Maybe for some of the members of the community that have jumped on to support the people that they've invited, maybe they can imagine themselves doing this, but that is because they're already on that journey towards being an online entrepreneur, working online, being somebody that can happily speak to anybody on the street and just bump into them and go, oh, sorry, mate, really, like, just have that conversation. Like, I was not by definition the right type of person, and you probably feel like you're not the right type of person, but let me tell you now, and like Adam said at the start, it's complete BS. Everybody is the right type of person, and by the end of this session, you will know exactly why.
That's it, exactly, Tom. And the thing here, we're just about to bust these 3 big myths. We're about to bust these 3 myths, and if you have a dream and you're open to learning, then that's all you need to be the right type of person. You're the right type of person to run a business on the internet. So these people were not the right type of person. First of all, we've got Nate, who's a truck driver. He was a truck driver, sorry. He worked in the north of Scotland driving trucks 3.5 years ago. He's running his online business now in Saigon, which is in Vietnam, and he's got his feet up by the pool. He's making an income every day through the exact training that we are about to share with you. Then we've got Rekha. Now, Rekha was an office worker. She worked in an office in London for 8 years. She's now a solo world traveler. She's been out with us in California for the last couple of days, and I'm sure she's spending the next 4 or 5 weeks here just exploring while her business runs for her in the background. Rekha is actually from Hungary, Budapest, I believe, and she basically started this business to achieve financial freedom because she absolutely loves to travel. We then got Mike. Now, Mike is now the event MC for a lot of our events. He's quite a funny guy, he cracks the jokes. He's also a marketing professional. Again, Mike has worked through our training, and he used to be a long-term TEFL teacher. He used to teach English to the children in Vietnam. He went out there to live the life, but quickly realized that his time was taken up by just a normal job, a teaching job, and it didn't turn out what he thought it could be. So off the back of that, he's now working with us. He's hosting our events, he's speaking at our events, and he's running his business wherever he pleases from. We've also got Katie and Sean. Do you want to touch on the bottom three, Tom?
Yeah, of course. So Katie and Sean are the two people that I work with very closely. We've developed a very good business relationship, very good friendship. And when Katie first came to me wanting to start an online business, she couldn't foresee it happening for her because she had such a busy schedule. She liked her job. She crazy busy. Literally every hour of the day was filled, and she didn't feel like she could get started because of how busy it was. And we'll get on to a little bit later in this. The third secret of working online is what enabled her to take that busy schedule and still grow a successful business on the side. And she had a goal of leaving that work in 6 months to run her business full time and start traveling the world. And 6 months later, pretty much to the day, Katie walked out of her account manager office for the very last time. And 2 days later, caught a plane to Southeast Asia to meet myself and Lily in Cambodia. And she brought her boyfriend, Sean, along, who is a bit of a techie. And now they travel the world full time as a travel couple. They've just headed back to England to spend some time with family, for Sean to tie up some loose ends with work. And then they're going to be jetting off to South Africa, where Sean is from, to see Sean's family. And then we've got Ian. Now, Ian is not like the rest of these guys that are a bit travel oriented, bit like inspired to just see the world. Ian's a family man all round. Like, he got started, he used to be a finance manager, he used to sell loans for a living, and with his online business, with the freedom that it's developed, the financial stability that it's given him, the time freedom and everything that has come along with it, he now gets to stay at home and watch his kids that are under 3 grow up and be there at the school gates where he would never be able to be if he didn't get started online, and share those precious moments with his wife, with his kids, as they're growing up and developing into young adults. And then we finally got Marissa. Now, up until last weekend rather, I never had the pleasure of meeting Marissa, but I got to listen to her speak and got to bump into her in the corridor at the event. And let me tell you now, she's the smallest package with the biggest smile and the biggest heart. And she went from serving food in fast food restaurants such as Bubba Gump Shrimp to being an Instagram influencer and being able to travel the world full time and earn 5 figures every month. After just 6 to 7 months of working her business, she's now traveling the world full time and earning more money than she was earning in 6 months at her fast food job.
Awesome, Tom. Yeah, so 6 inspirational people there that's working with us online, and many more as well. So what we want to know is, are you ready? Are you ready to jump in to the exact 3 secrets to earning an income online? If you are, comment in the comments box, comment ready, and we will get stuck in. Secret number 1 is training. So with training, basically the theme that we have is knowledge equals success. It's created by experts, so it's created by people that have the results that you want already. If myself, Lily and Tom had basically run a business for 2 days online, would we consider ourselves as experts? No. Would we want to then pass on the information or have any information to pass on to everyone in the world about how to run a business online? No. So we work with experts ourselves, and we consider ourselves as very knowledgeable in this business to be able to create training that allows other people to get the right results. We also believe in click-by-click training as well. So we don't, with the training that we have, we don't have 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour long videos that are hard to follow. We make 5-minute, 10-minute videos that tell people exactly what buttons to click online, when to click them, and basically this allows people to follow something very simple. So as we've touched on, knowledge equals success. If you don't have any knowledge, then you're not going to have any results. Anything that you want to touch on at this point, Tom?
It's really simple. Like, the equation in the middle just says it all. It's so simple. In fact, it's just self-explanatory, isn't it? Like zero times by 0 is 0, or 0 times by anything is 0. Like, you can't chase a result with no knowledge of how to get there, or you can't say you're going to drive from LA to New York with no knowledge of the roads. You're going to end up in Texas somewhere, or in the north of America, or in Canada.
Definitely, Tom. And again, this kind of backs it up. This backs up the point. Created by experts. Expert knowledge equals expert results. As Tom was just saying, you need to have the knowledge of how to do something by the people that have done it before you in order to get the results that you want. So these are a couple of people in our community that we're working with at the moment that have followed the expert training and are getting the expert results. We've got Ben. Now, Ben has made over £2,000 in a 2-week period online from following the training created by experts. We've got Ian, who made over £3,000 in 1 month online, again, following the correct training. We've also got Santa. She was a competition winner and she made over £1,100 in a 2-week period. Then we've got Neil. Now, Neil's quite a character within the community, as you can see. He went out to Egypt, and whilst he was there, because of the training that he had gone through, he made £850 whilst he was out there in Egypt. I don't know if he actually made it on the camel, but definitely whilst he was out there in Egypt enjoying life. Then we've got Rich. And Tom, do you want to cover Rich? Because Rich is quite a success story.
Yeah, so Rich is like one of the father figures of the community. He's an older bloke. And he absolutely, like, he was in no way, like we spoke about earlier, like Rich was the definition of not supposed to get started online, not supposed to run an online business, because he had very little technology. He was an electrician by trade, and he'd been that all his life. But then he got started, and within 2 years, he crushed out a £16,000 a month. Now, can you imagine being able to earn like what in the UK is an average yearly salary in a single month? I mean, for me personally, like, wow, that's all I can say to that. But shall I tell you the best part about Rich's story in this earning is it was the month before Christmas, and Rich is a big family man. He treats our online community like family. He absolutely loves us and does anything for us that he possibly can, and he does the same for his actual family. And this earning came the month before Christmas, so can you imagine the Christmas he was able to give his kids, his grandkids, and his wife and his mum and dad? And it's unreal what he's been able to create with no previous expert, no previous expertise, no previous qualifications, no previous experience in the online world.
Definitely, Tom. And for anyone that's watching this globally, £16,000 is over $20,000. Can you imagine that in 1 single month? And you've got to think as well, the most important part in this is Rich was a tradesman, a former electrician that never really used a computer in his life, all from following the correct training, as Rich has basically reaping the rewards. So, click by click, we believe, as I touched on a couple of minutes ago, that simplicity equals quicker results. Like, it's kind of obvious, but a lot of people kind of miss this. If we're providing simple training, click by click training, then people are going to be able to work through that quicker, understand it quicker, and produce quicker results. This is a couple of examples of the training that we have within the platform that our community works with. So you've got click-by-click training, you've got Josh and Joe, who are Facebook advert experts. We're going to touch on the advertising part in a couple of minutes in further into the web class. But here we've got, on the left, start here, we've got the Facebook adverts mastery, Instagram training, attraction marketing, millionaire mindset. The millionaire mindset is really important because if you don't have the right mindset to run a business online and create wealth as well, then you're going to lose before you've even started if you don't have the right mindset. So all of this is an example of our click-by-click training in our platform. So we asked Ian, you might have seen Ian a couple of slides back. Ian, who is in this for his family, as you can see on the left there. I asked Ian, I sent him a message when he first got started with us, asking him how the training was going. His response, all going well, thanks Adam. The Facebook ads training is so simple, even for someone who's not good with computers or tech like me. I wish I knew this existed before. I'm loving it. So what blows people's mind, what we find out with this business is they don't know how simple it is. You might be watching now thinking, wondering what was happening before you started watching this web class training. I hope now you're going to realize how simple it is through what we're teaching you at the moment. Secret number 2 is products. If you don't have the right product, or if you don't have a product, then how can you possibly sell anything to earn a living on the internet? So the products that we have in our platform, they're already found for you. So you don't have to go out there inventing products, looking for what sells best on the internet or anything like that. We take what we have now and we use what's working and we sell that on the internet. So the products that we work with, we don't just sell anything. We want to work with products that are going to be what people want and need in the world. You need to work with products that people actually love, that people actually use every day, and spread the word about them as well. We only work with products that are high ticket or high value. So basically, a high ticket or high value product means simply it's worth a lot of money, which basically means that we can get paid a decent amount from whatever we're selling. So this is high ticket versus low ticket. Do you want to take this one, Tom?
Yeah, of course. So as you can see on the screen right now, like this is the simple bit of maths that you've got to do. So if your monthly salary right now could be done in either 500 sales or 1 to 2 sales, which would you prefer to do? Would you rather make 500 sales in a month, or would you rather make 1 to 2 sales in a month to equal that monthly salary that you get currently? Like, let us know in the chat what you prefer to do, because I know what I prefer to do. I'm pretty sure Adam and Lily know what they prefer to do. And like, I'd be really interested to see what you guys would prefer to do, whether you prefer to do 500 sales or whether you prefer to do 1 to 2 sales per month.
Yeah, let us know in the chat, guys. I mean, for us, it's like a no-brainer. Like we can put 1 or 2 sales in every month, or we can do 500 sales and do 500 times the work. Which one would you rather do? So this is high ticket versus low ticket. This is one product that we love and sell. And I know that Tom is absolutely in love with this product as well. So yeah, do you want to cover this one, Tom?
Yeah, of course. So one reason I love this product is because it promotes the zero waste movement. And I went to Bali 3 years ago, and I absolutely love diving and just being amongst the marine life and snorkeling and stuff. And I own fish tanks at home. So seeing plastic in the ocean when I came back to Bali this year, and just the absolute abundance of waste that was in the ocean, it just like destroyed me. And knowing that one of the products that I work with, one of the products that I love to sell and just share with the world, gets rid of that, it really struck home with me. And I know some of you guys watching are probably well into eliminating the plastic epidemic as well. But so this product is an in-home water ionization machine, and it promotes long-term health and well-being, which is something that gets customers coming back and back and back and doing repeat purchases. And just people don't scrimp when they're investing in their health and their well-being. Like you can see, people spend hundreds of dollars a month, hundreds of pounds a month on like nutritional like supplements and making themselves the healthiest version possible. People spend that extra pound, that extra dollar buying organic food because they like the health. And then for us as business owners, when working with a product like this, it provides us a large source of income. Like we spoke about a few minutes ago, like you could sell 1 to 2 of these products a month and equal, if not double, your monthly salary at the moment. And that's wonderful because it means you can like have more financial freedom, have more time freedom, and you're not capped to just selling 1 or 2 of these a month. You can sell as many as you want. And then if you're travel minded and you've got that wanderlust bug, that travel bug, it enables people to travel full time and live their dreams, because you don't have to stock this product. You don't have to have an abundance of this product in your house ready to send out, because the company that we work with take care of all that for you.
Yeah, 100%, Tom. And as Tom was saying, I really want to touch on, like, people might think, oh, I can't sell anything like that. This is just one example of the products that we sell, because we do get asked like, oh, how do you do it? What do you actually sell? This is one example. We've got many other products in our product range, in our platform, that you can choose to sell online. And again, this is a health product. Do people scrimp on their health? The answer is no. So that's why we love to promote it, as you can see from our voices and from what we've put on here as well. And this is Adair. Now, Adair was a customer that actually purchased one of our products. So we asked her what she thought about the products. We asked her about them. We want to obviously keep that relationship between customer and and seller, I guess. So we said, have your products been delivered yet? And she said, yes, they arrived this morning. and we asked her if she started using them. And she said, yeah, I just opened up the box. I've set everything up. I really love them. They're not going to help. They're not going to just help me every day, but they're going to help my friends and family as well. Thanks for introducing me to them, Tom. So you can see we've got, you know, testimonials here from people that are absolutely loving these products. They're using them every day. Have you ever, I spoke with a guy recently, and he was doing something online, and he was selling vegan products to obviously vegans, and he was doing that online, but he wasn't passionate about the products, he was telling me. This is an example of where if you're not passionate about the products, then you're going to find it much harder. So this guy, he told me he actually loved meat, or he actually loved a steak, but he was selling vegan products. That's a prime example of something that somebody is just doing it for the money and they're not passionate about the products. When you're passionate about the products, then the money will come to you. Secret number 3 is systems. This is a big one. Now, in systems, we're going to cover advertising, like where to advertise, how to advertise. We're going to cover a sales funnel. We're going to explain what one of those is to you. And we're going to explain why it's important to have the sales funnel, the sales system working 24/7, 365 days per year. So first of all, on advertising, this was a recent advert that I actually put out recently. And this is the performance of it. Do you want to touch on this, Tom? Because I know you're quite passionate about how we advertise.
Yes, so like you can see right there that this advert of Adams saw, like 4,354 people saw this advertisement. And like, can you imagine knocking that many doors? Like, frankly, it's ridiculous. Sorry about the background noise, guys. The cleaner at this co-working space has just decided to start hoovering the floor. But we'll do our best to speak over it and keep you guys informed and not disturb the flow too much. So, going back to what I was just saying, can you imagine knocking 4,000 doors in a day? But then, because we're working online and we can advertise on all these different platforms, can you imagine? Can you imagine advertise, like knocking that many doors in 4 different places? Like, if you were like from the UK, if you knocking those 4,000 doors in Manchester, in Birmingham, in Leeds, in London, so can you imagine knocking those 4,000 doors in a single day in each place? So 16,000 doors in a single day. It's frankly ridiculous. And that's the power of the internet. That's why an online business like the one that we're showing you today and introducing you to today is so powerful, because you can knock 16,000 doors in a day without any of the legwork, without any of the conversations, and it's all done on automation because of a sales funnel.
Yeah, exactly, Tom. So in the top right, you've got all different forms of social media that we use to advertise our business, and we use to advertise the products for our business as well. So this example is a sales funnel. Imagine like those wind turbines that never give up, that you set them going once and they just working all the time, 24 hours per day, 7 days per week, 365 days per year. Now, this is an example of a sales funnel. And you might think, like, how can a sales funnel help me, or how can a funnel help me? Well, at the top, you've got all the different audiences on social media. And an audience is just somebody that is out there on social media, maybe actively scrolling on Facebook, looking for something to catch their attention. So what we do when we put the audience's attention, we connect with them. We basically, our adverts connect with them. They resonate with them. We give them value, which means we give them valuable information about the products that we're selling. And then we follow up, because we're not stupid. We know that we don't speak to people once and they will buy from us. We have to follow up with them. We have to send them more information. They might be looking out for more information. At the end of it, that results in a sale. So the audience could have 1 million people in it. But at the end, we could just have 20 people that decide to make a purchase. And that's okay. We're cool with that, because if the other 900,000 people aren't interested in our product, that's cool. Not everybody's interested in our product. But if we get a small amount of sales, that's good for us, because the products that we're selling are high ticket products where you can earn over £1,000 on one single sale. The sales funnel means that all manual tasks are automated. So all the door knocking, all the running around, speaking to prospects or customers, that's all automated by the adverts that we put out online, and the emails that we send to follow up with them. There's less hard work and more smart work, less time involved and more income. If you had to knock on them 4,000 doors per day, like Tom said, like number one, your hands would be sore. Number two, your calves would be killing. Your legs would be killing. And number three, you wouldn't have time to do anything. Eat, sleep, spend time with your family, go traveling. You wouldn't have that time. So running it through the sales funnel online means less time and more income. It's active 24/7. Systems do not sleep. When you open a shop, you could potentially open the shop maybe between the hours of 8 and 6 or something like that. But then you need to rest, your staff need to rest, you need to spend time with family, things like that. So with an online business, working online with a sales system that doesn't sleep means that you don't have to worry about opening and closing the doors to customers. And you don't have to worry about taking your business elsewhere if you want to travel. So this is why it's important to have a sales system that works 24/7. So do you want to cover the success formula,
Yeah,
Tom?
of course, mate. So the success formula is really simple. It's 3 elements that we've just told you about. So social media and advertising, plus a sales funnel, plus the fact that all these systems work 24/7 equals more time to spend with your family, more time and freedom to travel the world, and more money for your piggy bank. So whichever one of those 3 factors, they're just 3 factors, and you can use that thing that we got you to write down earlier, your goal is equaled by this. And this is why we said that an online business is the key to achieving whatever it is you want in life.
Definitely, Tom. Do you want to cover as well what Katie
so-
was asked about business?
So we spoke about earlier how Katie got started and she was in a position where her job was super busy and just her schedule was full. And I even cracked a joke with Katie just after she got started because she sent me a picture of her diary. And I said, when we meet in person at the first offline meetup that we had together, I'm going to grab that book and I'm going to chuck it in the nearest fire, because like I knew the business would run for her in the background, but she still needed that time, that little bit of time freedom to assist her business's growth. But because of the automated systems, it grew on its own because she was putting in the time where she could. So when I asked Katie how it was being a business owner, she said, "Hey Tom, I was a bit scared when I got started with my crazy busy schedule if I'd have enough time to run my business, but thank God for the systems. Honestly, it's taken so much pressure off and allows my business to continue running in the background whilst I keep my other commitments and day job next level. Thank you for helping guide me on my way to ditching that 9 to 5. And 6 months later from this message, she quit her job and started traveling the world.
Awesome, Tom, and awesome, Katie, as well. So congratulations. You now know the 3 secrets to building an income through social media. You need to have the right training. You need to be working and selling the correct products, the products that people want to buy all over the world every day that means something to them. And you need a sales funnel that works 24/7 so you can get on with your day and whatever it is you need to do through advertising on social media. So congratulations, everyone. Now, you're probably thinking, how can we help you? Why are we here today? How can we help serve you and help you get your business up and running? So we want to introduce to you CEO Movement. This is the community of entrepreneurs online. CEO Movement taught us how to be successful, how to quit our jobs and travel the world full time, and how to change lives, how to help people in life with the products that we're working with. So this is a core package. Secret number 1 was the training. So with the training in CEO Movement, we have getting started online from scratch. We have Facebook adverts training. We have millionaire mindset training. We have attraction marketing, and we also have Instagram training as well. Do you want to touch on anything that I've gone through there, Tom?
Yeah, so like, guys, with this, you're going to get the exact steps broken down in bite-sized videos so you can come and go as you need to make this process of becoming an online entrepreneur as smooth and as easy for you as possible. So you've got your first getting started online modules. We're going to teach you the basics of getting started, give you the essential skills and understanding of how online business works. Then we're going to teach you exactly how to advertise. We're going to teach you how to develop a mindset of a millionaire so that you can see an opportunity when one arises and grab it with both hands and make it yours and make it successful. We're going to teach you how to become an attraction marketer as well, and grow organically and see success and grow your Instagram following, grow your Facebook following, and just become an influencer online. And then finally, we're going to show you exactly how to use Instagram to its full potential to start growing your business that much quicker.
Definitely, Tom. Now, secret number 2, you learned about the products. You're going to have access to the highest converting, highest paying product offers that we've ever seen. You're going to have access to all of these products, and you're going to be able to sell them online to your audiences using our training that Tom just went through. So secret number 3 was the systems. Now, you're going to have access to a high converting sales funnel, the high converting adverts, and the email autoresponder. The email autoresponder follows up with leads when they register their interest in the products that you're selling. Anything that you want to mention about those, Tom?
Yeah, so like literally these are the 3 systems that every person that works online will use. And these are the 3 systems that every person that works online doesn't really tell anybody looking to get started online, but we're telling you because, like, why shouldn't more people be able to live the freedom lifestyle that they know they want and know they deserve? Like, why shouldn't we share it with people? Why shouldn't we make more lives more fulfilling and just better and happier, and enable that happiness and that success for other people?
Definitely, Tom. Now, we've also got a couple of bonuses as well that we wanted to go through with you. So bonus number 1 is the global community. So it's an online family of like-minded people. You get 24/7 support. So you're not on your own in this business. You've got people rallying behind you. Whenever a question gets asked in the group, you can literally give it 5 seconds and you'll get multiple answers in there. And that question might lead to a sale. It might lead to a question about the products or the price or something like that. You'll get an answer immediately. So 24/7 a day, 24/7 hours. And because we're a global community, there's always somebody available around the world to answer your questions within the community. It says here 3,500 members, but I'm sure we've got, I think we may have even doubled that in the last week, Tom, since we made this slide.
Yes, so we made these slides like as we got to San Diego, and then we ran a quick event. And now the membership of our global community is actually just over 10,000 people, because we ran that event, people were joining, but like 10,000 people are going to be there to offer you support, to offer you guidance, and to be your family and support you every step of the way, just like your brothers, your sisters, your friends, and your actual family would. Bonus number 2 for you guys is a personal advisor. Now, I can't stress how impactful and powerful this aspect of the offer that we're presenting you to today is. Like, having someone there to guide you, to be that torchlight on a dark night and show you the path towards your destination, whatever that destination is, whatever you wrote down earlier. You're going to have somebody there that earns 5-6 figures online, guiding you to exactly where you want to go. People that have been there, done that, and have the t-shirt and the expertise and the flashlight to literally hold your hand and take you from where you are now, working whatever job you're working, living whatever life you're living, to living the life and running an online business and seeing the success that you want to see.
Definitely, Tom. Bonus number 3 is a business startup plan. Now, this is absolutely massive. The coach basically maps out your first 6 to 12 months in your business. Now, you probably may think, oh, I could start the business, but I don't really have a plan of what to do every day for the next 6 months, 12 months. You're going to get a business startup plan with this 3rd bonus that's going to basically, you're going to tell your coach where you want to be, when you want to quit your job, when you want to travel, all of these things, when you want to have the first £5,000 month, the £10,000 month, and your coach will tell you the exact daily actions that you need to be doing in your business online to get there. So this is absolutely massive, and it's from a coach that's done all the hard stuff, worked through all the hurdles, and they're going to tell you what to avoid in the business, what to actually take action on in the business. So it's absolutely massive. Bonus number 3. So the main thing, what is it going to cost? Now, the core package, the training, the products, and the systems, this is what it is in value. Now, value and costs are 2 different things. So the value that you're getting with the training products and systems is actually in the core package £4,997. Now, the bonuses, the community, the CEO movement community, the advisor, the personal advisor that's going to walk you through and hold your hand all the way through this, and the business plan that they're going to map out for you is valued at £2,275. So that's the value in the bonuses and the core package. So the total value of those two is £7,272.
But obviously, we're not going to charge you that today because, frankly, like when I got started, when Adam got started, when Lily got started, when the entire CEO movement community got started, we did not have over £7,000 available to us to expend on learning and having the systems and the products available to us to create this business. And we're here to change the lives of average people that like are in a position where they want to get away from and see they can see themselves living this successful life, but they just don't know the steps to take. So we want to make this affordable to everybody. We want to make this accessible to everybody. So today, we're not charging you over £7,000. We're going to ask for just £59 per month, and that's going to give you all the training you need, all the coaching you need, all the systems you need, and everything else possible that you need in order to get started online. And if you're tuning in from the US or you work in dollars better, it's just $79 per month.
Yeah, $79 per month, or in the UK, it's £59 per month. And as Tom said, like this is an investment that is going to secure your future. What are you currently spending £59 per month on? Like I was spending £59 per month on takeaways at one point and nights out, and they got me absolutely nowhere. When I started putting the £59 per month into a business, if you work that out, it's £2 per day. I mean, the results, well, the results speak for themselves in what I got out of my £59 per month. But there is also more to come. Me and Tom and Lily want to give you that bit extra to make sure that you're fully comfortable and happy with your investment today. So we've got, what we got, Tom?
We got mastermind calls with 6 and 7 figure earners. So the people that started this movement, that started CEO movement, they're now earning an absolute killing, and they have all the expertise necessary for absolutely anybody. And we keep stressing that anybody can do this, and this is another reason why. Like these 6 and 7 figure earners, they're going to jump on camera every single week, and you're going to be able to join them live and ask any questions you've got and learn from the best. Learn from the best in the business. Learn from the people earning the most money. Learn from the people that have been where you are, have been through all the trials and tribulations, and have got to the promised land. Like they're gonna basically every week take you from start to finish on how you can achieve the most success. And then we're gonna invite you to every single offline event now. Like over 170 people from the community have flown out to San Diego last weekend to attend CEO Movement Live Think Bigger event. And events are truly where breakthroughs happen. And I can speak truly of that because 6 months into my business, we had the first ever global CEO event, and that was last year in September. And when I attended this, I was still very much an introvert. I wasn't seeing the best success in my business. And I turned up to this event, and after having conversations with these 6 and 7 figure earners that previously felt inaccessible to me, even though I knew I could message them and they'd get back to me, I just felt like I couldn't speak to them. But then when I was in person, I was like, you know what? Fuck this. Let me just go and ask these experts. And I spoke to them. They gave me the tutoring. And then I had a conversation with someone that was exactly like me. And I realized, like, what the hell am I doing? Why aren't I going all in? Why am I half-arsing my business and not just diving all the way in? And after that, within 3 months, I'd quit my job. I'd caught a one-way flight. And now I'm in the position I'm in now where I'm coming to you guys live after just 3 months of having that breakthrough. And I'm earning more money than I've ever earned in my life and living the life that I've always dreamed of and providing for my family on top of that. And then finally, we've got the affiliate offer. Now, Adam, I know you love the affiliate offer.
I absolutely love the affiliate offer because it allows you the chance to earn back your membership. So the membership is £59 per month. And when you start the training, when you start running your adverts, you have the opportunity to earn back your membership because you can get paid 25% back of any member that joins CEO Movement. So if the price is £59 in the UK, every time that you refer somebody from your adverts and they join CEO Movement, you make £15 every single month that that person is paying as well. And if you're in the US, that is $20, approximately $20 for every member that you refer to join CEO Movement from your adverts. So it's like a good example of this is when you go to a restaurant, you enjoy the meal, and the guys in the restaurant say, cool, what we're going to do is when you refer some family and friends to this restaurant, we're going to give you 25% off your next bill. That's how it works with CEO Movement as well. So you can earn back your membership for people that join CEO Movement from your adverts, from wherever you're speaking to people on social media. For people that join CEO Movement from your adverts, you'll get paid, and that will make up your membership every single month. 10 people equals £150 per month in your pocket, or in dollars, that would equal $180. My maths is off. $180. If you can refer 10 people from your adverts, then why can't you refer 100? That's £1,500 per month, or $1,800 per month for 100 people. And you can see where we're going with this. I don't need to give all the other examples financial wise, I guess. But yeah, 4 people that you refer to CEO Movement and you have made your membership back, and that is covered every single month, and you can make a profit from there. So that is like a second stream of income aside from the products that we've already showed you. And most people, when they get started as well, they're in a working position, so they're getting paid every month from their job. So that is actually 3 streams of income already. And I think there's a saying about the average millionaire making 7 streams of income. With this offer, with CEO Movement, you're already in a position where you're making 3 streams of income right out the gate.
So you're halfway to becoming a millionaire, guys.
Congratulations.
So let's stack it up for you. So you've got the core offer, which is valued at $4,997. You've got the bonuses valued at $2,275. And you've got the additional extras that we're throwing in today just because you're here at this web class that we're hosting. It's the first time in 4 months for the UK. It's the first time in around a year for the US. And we value those absolutely priceless. So you've got training, products, systems, community, advisor, business plan, masterminds, events, and the affiliate offer to earn all this cash back. And you're getting that not for that. You already know that. You're getting that for just £59 or $79 a month. Now, come on, guys. You've got to see the value there.
Definitely.
But we're going to take it up a notch because, like, we're actually not going to take it up a notch just yet. We're taking it up a notch in a second. We're going to go next step. So if you're interested in taking up our offer of just £59 or $79 a month, then click the green button now and you'll be taken. It's just below this web class and you'll be taken to this order form. It's literally going to take you 10 to 60 seconds to fill in, depending on if you use like Google's smart form thing, and like 90 seconds max. You're going to be in the platform. You're going to have access to all the training, all the product information, all the resources that successful online marketers are using, all the systems that we use to create our income. You're going to have access to community, and you're going to have access to 24/7 support.
Awesome, yeah. And I'm just touching on one of the comments from Natasha. £59 per month is a bit much when you have 3 kids, mortgage and bills. I totally agree that it might be a stretch for you, Natasha. I mean, when I first started, I'm sure I put my £59 per month on a credit card because I'd spent all my money on stupid things like drinking, going out, and I was skint at the end of the month waiting for payday, but I didn't want to miss the opportunity. So £59 per month is a bit much. I don't really agree with that, because where will you be without this? Like, what will your life be like, in 5 years? Do you want to miss this opportunity of £59 per month, which is £2 per day to put into your future and your kids' future as well? Or do you want to just carry on as you are because you're here for a reason?
So I said we were going to step it up a notch, and that's what we're going to do right now. So this is a risk-free investment, and I saw a couple comments in the chat that were like, oh, you should give it away, a free trial, free, etc. You should just give a free trial. Let us have this for free. So for 14 days, we're going to give you a satisfaction guarantee, which is pretty much a free trial. Yes, you have to pay your £59.79 today, but for 14 days, you're going to have the option. If this is not for you, if you do not feel like you're getting the right guidance, if you do not feel like you're getting the right support, you're going to have the option to claim that money back. No questions asked. We just want to know, like, why isn't it for you, so we can improve our service for future generations of successful online business owners. And then you can have your money back and part ways with us hassle-free. And the reason that we're offering this is not just because we want to like get as many people as possible through the doors. It's because we genuinely care. We only want to work with people that are serious about this opportunity, serious about creating the success that they want to see online. And like, why would we want to work with anybody else? We don't want to have to drag you towards the success we want. We want to be able to like leap and bound towards it with you and support you every step of the way. So if it's not for you, we'll happily give your money back, because we only want to support people that want to support themselves and create the future that they want to create. So guys, you're going to get a free trial of everything we've just had for 14 days, access to everything, no doors, like everything's open for you to have a look at. If you don't like it, your money back.
Exactly. It's a risk-free investment, as Tom's saying. And we believe, we put this out there as a risk-free investment, 14-day satisfaction guarantee, because we believe that if we're not helping you make money, then we don't deserve your money. So if we're not, you know, if the system is not working for you, you're not getting the help that you feel that you need, we'll just give you the refund if it's within the 14 days. And there's more than enough time there to decide if this is definitely for you. I knew within 1 hour of, you know, working through the training videos. So yeah, on to the next one. We want to make a promise, or do we want them to make us a promise?
We want them to make yourself a promise. So make yourself a promise today, because like, the promise is that you're never going to give up on making your dreams a reality. And the reason we're asking you to do this is because the world needs people like you. It needs positive-minded people and like entrepreneurial people to make it a better place, to improve the situation of other people like yourself right now that are dreaming of a better life and attending this web class in hope of finding the answer. And for myself, Lily and Adam, we found that answer here. Some people may not, but we want you to make a promise that you're never going to give up on making your dreams a reality and never going to give up on improving your situation. So please make that promise to yourself today. And if you can't make that promise by getting started with us, then make that promise in finding something that is for you and will work for you.
Definitely, Tom. And I do believe that's the last slide, so we're just going to pop out in a second. But yeah, like Tom says, like, you're here for a reason. What is your purpose? Is your work at the moment fulfilling you? Are you passionate about your work? Are you capped? Is your salary capped and you want to earn that bit more? You might not want to travel the world or do whatever, all the fancy things in life. You might just want to make a side income, a side hustle where you work 2 or 3 hours a day, because that's all I did. That's all Tom and Lily did at the beginning. 2 or 3 hours a day, either before work or after work. We worked on our business. We worked on our social media. We worked on the training. We attended the team calls that we have 2 or 3 hours per day at the beginning and built the business up from there. You know, we come across a lot of people that are super passionate about this business, that get involved, but we also come across a handful of people that make excuses like, I can't do this, I've never used a computer, I don't have the time. There's like 168 hours per day. There's 168 hours, 168 hours in 1 week. Like, when you break it down, like, you do the sleeping, you work 45 hours at a job, you spend a bit of time with your family, you still can find 10 or 15 hours left in the week. And that is all you need to run a social media business. You know, we can give you the training, we can give you the products, but it's up to you to take action. And for me, at the point that I started this business, I was just like unfulfilled in life. I wasn't going in the direction that I wanted to. And this business has given me purpose. It's given me friends. It's given me the chance to travel the world, to see places that I never thought I would before. Like, just this last week, we've met up with 200 people in San Diego, California, to attend a business event. And all these people have the same goals, the same dreams as us. So we're taking so much knowledge from them, we're connecting with them so well, and we're having fun in the process as well. while our business and our adverts is running in the background for us. We don't have to worry about that. And we're not, anything that we've said today, it's not to brag or anything like that. It's not like, look at us. It's to like inspire people. It's to inspire people. And I once thought that I couldn't do this. At the very beginning, before I started, before I hit that green button, I thought, I just can't do this. It's not for me. I'm not the right person, as Tom was saying earlier. And I actually thought, what does my life look like in the next 5 years or 10 years or further than that? What does it look like at mid-60s? Am I going to be still working for a boss at that age? Like, still wondering if I've got enough money to retire on? Now, again, I'm not saying this to brag, but now I don't have those worries. And I don't want people to have those worries who have a big dream, who have a big vision. So we're going to jump out now. And Tom and Lily are going to just sort of go through some examples of you know, how to, if you just sat on the fence at the moment and you're not sure, we're going to jump out, and Tom and Lily are just going to give a bit of an insight into how uncomfortable it is sat on the fence, maybe.
Yeah, so being sat on the fence, like, one, it's a very small surface area and really does irritate your ass. But two, like, you know, on a serious note, like why would you sit in a place of uncertainty? Why would you sit in a place where you're like, oh, do I go back? Do I go forward? Do I take the risk? Do I just stay comfortable? Like, why do that? It's £59 and you've got 14 days to claim that cash back. Like, if it's not for you after you've jumped into my garden, it's fine. I'll chuck you back over. But like, like, the chances are that you'll jump into my garden and you'll want to come in for a cup of tea, because it's a damn good offer and we're genuinely serious about helping you guys change your lives. And like I said before, we want to work with people that want to change their life, and those people that want to change their life who are sat on the fence, just come on over. We'll have a cup of tea, we'll have a conversation, and we'll smash out like your goals. We'll discuss where you want to be in life, and we'll have a good time while doing it.
Definitely. And just before I jump to you, Lily, I just want to say as well, like, some people do get a bit skeptical and don't believe this is real or whatever. Like, add us up on Facebook, add us on Instagram. Just search for us on there. Adam Gately, Lilybeth Dawson, and Tom Shell. Or speak to the person that introduced you to this web class. They'll introduce you to us, and we'll happily have a chat with anyone. So do you want to just give your sort of inspiring, I guess, like, talk of like a final inspiring talk as well, Lily?
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, I just want to say a massive thank you to you guys. I know I've just been sat quietly taking photos and videos of you two as you go through this training. But I guess the one thing that I wanted to kind of mention is that when I joined this community way back when, like 24 months ago, the view that I joined this community with was that 14-day money-back guarantee. And I remember joining, and that was the thing that was going through my mind. I was like, oh, it's okay because I've got 14 days to make up my mind. And now, looking back, 24 months on, I can't believe that I had that opinion. Like, that is absolutely crazy. It blows my mind that was the reason I joined, because of the guarantee. And that's why we've kept it there for you guys, though, because at the end of the day, we want you to step in. We want you to feel like you are secure. You can still get that money back if you want to. And we also want to show you exactly what we have to offer. We want to show you exactly how you can make this happen. And we want you to change your minds. We don't want you to have that same opinion and be like, oh, I'm just going to get my money back. I guess the other thing that I wanted to mention is that out of the three of us, I'm the only one that went to university. And to some degree, I ended up with one of the very few people ended up doing a job in the field that my degree's in. So my degree was marketing with events management, and this is somewhat marketing. But it's not because I had a degree. It's because I found an online opportunity. And this opportunity doesn't take a degree, and also a degree does not guarantee you a job. Like, I spent, God, it was £8 a year. So what's that? 8, 16, £24,000 for a piece of paper.
And this is £59 a month.
And this is £59 a month. And any of you can do this. Like, I spent £24,000. So yeah, I mean, given given the opportunity, I'd have definitely picked this over university. But the whole kind of, you have to go through things to get to the point you're at. So I believe that I was meant to go to uni and get to this point. However, you guys are in the perfect position. You have a risk-free investment guarantee there for you.
Imagine if you had a risk-free university.
Oh yeah,
chance.
Imagine. You don't get a job, so you get the 24 grand back.
Or college, yeah, or college in the US, and like I guess
Yeah.
24 grand,
It's like $30,000.
$30,000 in the US.
I think it's even more.
Could
in
be
the US,
more in
isn't
the
it?
US.
But yeah, I think one thing I want to touch on, like, is there's a couple of questions in the chat, like, within the 14 days, can you make money from Natasha? 100%. If you come in and you're like, God, this is for me, or, oh, let's just see if I can make it happen in the first 14 days, like, go for it. Like, we'll encourage that. We'll give you the extra fire you need to fuel your engines
Support, yeah.
to fly off and make that cash in your first 14 days, if that's what you want to do. Before you go, you know what, actually this is for me, let's go for a cup of tea with Tom, let's jump over the fence and just have a good time. There's a couple more things as well, like,
I just wanted to touch on that with Natasha as well, though, Tom, because like we don't want you to get stuck in like kind of get rich quick mindset. Like we want to help as many people as possible, but we don't want to people to have a maybe desperate mindset. So like if you are down to your last pound to eat for the next week, just hold it there, sort of thing, and go and go and do what you need to do to survive. But yeah, Natasha, like this is a long-term business plan. Like a lot of people want instant gratitude. They want to like click a couple of buttons on the internet and make money. Now we've simplified it to clicking as least buttons as you can to run your adverts, follow the training. But we also want people to have the mindset of this is long-term. This can, I have the mindset, if this business, like I've had a, successful 2 years, I'm very happy about that. But I've also, stuck to my guns, like stayed focused. My friends would ask me to go out on a weekend and I'm like, no, I'm working on the business. And like, what, you're crazy. And I'm like,
It's what it takes.
it's my life.
priorities.
I want to be in California with entrepreneurs in a couple of months time where I am now. So I'm going to stay in on a Friday night, work on my business, learn some more about business and how to run adverts. So yeah, I just wanted to really get that point across, Natasha, what Tom said and Lily said, like you can do it, you can make a bit of money in 14 days, but think long term, like think about your life in 10 years. Like I was cool. If it took me 5 years or 10 years to get out of my job, that's good because it beats 40 years in an office working for a boss. Luckily, I knuckled down and I quit that job in 6 months, but I'm not like everyone. I'm determined, I'm driven, I have a vision.
Yeah, I guess that's the one thing that's not guaranteed, is your personal drive, your motivation, the effort, the time, the energy that you're going to put in. And the reason that the guarantee period is 14 days is mostly because I'd say it probably takes around a week or so if you actually sit down and go through every single training video.
Yeah. There's
one by one.
5 hours maybe, but sometimes you might just need
But yeah,
to do
it probably takes around a week to actually kind of like ingest it all and go through it and actually kind of set everything up.
Yeah.
So obviously, yeah, if you can get through that in a day, if you've got the time, you can smash through that in a day, and then you've got the rest of those 2 weeks to kind of focus, then absolutely. But
yeah, but
it's an individual basis.
Yeah, we don't
100%.
want it to be daunting. Say there's 5 hours per video.
Yeah.
I worked through them 1 hour per day, took it all in, made a few notes, everything went in. Next video, next day went on like that. There's no rush. I mean, everyone wants to be successful like that, but obviously it takes a bit of time. And Alexis has just said £59 per month for how long? So you get the chance of a refund in 14 days, Alexis. After that, you have to commit to the first payment. After you've made the first payment, if the business is working for you, then it's £59 per month for as long as you want a business. And if you're making 10 grand a month in 2 years, why would you not want to continue and go to make 20 grand? So why would you want to stop your membership, if that makes sense? But there's a lot of monthly things out there, like your Sky cable, £59 per month, let's say, for example. You're not tied into a contract like a 1 year, 2 year contract or anything. So
yeah,
in 6 months, if you can't, if you just, I don't know, something's come up in your life, you can't make the monthly payment, you can maybe stop that and then just pick it up where you left off. imagine it's not like a restaurant. Like you open a restaurant in 6 months' time, you want to shut for a month to go traveling. The potential is that that restaurant might go down because you lose your customers. This is not like that. You can pick it up the month after. So
I think there's a couple of people that have said that they've joined up, like probably more. The chat's going pretty quickly right now. But then there's a couple of things that I want to cover. So Brad, you said that I'm away for the next couple of weeks camping. Can the training be done anytime, guys? Yeah. So the training can be done anytime. The business works to your leisure. Just take in mind that if you want to take advantage of the risk-free trial, you've got 14 days. The training can be done on mobile devices, fully optimized. So if you've got 4G, you can jump on your phone, do the training on your phone, and then book your advisory call from your phone and jump on that advisory call with your advisor to map out your next 6, 12, 2, 3, 4, 5 years of your business. The second point I want to cover is Michael has said that I've been working in a warehouse for 5 years. I need a change. There's probably a lot of people out there feeling the same. I was in my IT job for 2.5, 3 years when I started my business, and that was enough for me. Like, I knew, like, at the time, the only way I was going to earn money is through a job. But then when I found this opportunity, although I was terrified, and I said earlier, I took it with a pinch of salt. Like, it was the answer for me, and it was time to change for me because I needed to stop my family just surviving and enable that prosperity. Zoning out.
I know, I'm totally
And
lost.
then finally, we've got Natasha saying, it sounds amazing, but is it promoting on your Facebook account? As I can 100% say, no one would spend money on high value products. So Natasha, we teach you exactly how to find an audience that will buy those products. You don't have to advertise to friends and family unless you specifically want to, because you think the products that we work with can help them or they'd be interested in them. We teach you how to go out onto social media, take advantage of the advertising platforms on social media to find people that specifically want a product, and people that aren't going to like go, you stupid, bugger off, I'm not interested, Natasha.
Yeah. Remember the sales funnel, Natasha? We target the people, we teach you to target the people that want your product.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not randomly, like, we should have used this, the dog food to a cat owner.
Yeah, we should have. I don't know why we didn't this time.
Maybe we forgot. Me and Tom have a good analogy. Like, the way it works with social media advertising is you target people that want your product. So you're not going to target dog owners with selling your cat food product. And we're not selling cat food products. That's just a good example. You're not going to target, remember the vegan guy who was like selling vegan products, but he loved meat? That is a prime example. You wouldn't target meat lovers with vegan products. The same where we help people, our training helps people target the right people with the right products that we're selling. You don't have to sell to friends or family or bother them. Or I've seen lots of posts on social media like, buy my coffee, weight loss, you will lose 10 stone in 2 hours. Nothing like that.
Buy my broccoli cheese milkshakes and you'll live a healthy life. It's all rubbish, and we don't want you to do that. We don't want you to have a breakdown in your family and friendship relationships, because that's not what we're here for. Like, something I say on the regular to people that I speak to that come to me about getting started online is that I'm not in the business of making lives worse. I'm in the business of making lives better.
Yeah.
And by breaking your relationships down with family and friends, that's not making your life better, it's making it worse. And it's not the goal for me. It's not the goal for CEO Move. It's not the goal for any of these guys with us today or any of the guys that we met up with in San Diego. And then I think we'll answer a few more questions until roughly 1:30, and then we've been live for an hour and a half, done about 25 minutes Q&A. So there's one question that really stuck out to me, and that was...
Maria 13. I want to start, but I don't know a lot of people, especially people who would buy an expensive product. You just think you don't. Let me get this one over to you. Tiffany & Co. sell a paperclip for $165. One paperclip, the thing that holds your papers together, $165 online. Google it, Tiffany & Co. paperclips, and they're actively selling that every day. If they can do that, you can sell high-ticket products using, and we've sold many high-ticket products using the same training. And remember that I was in my job for 10 years and quit that job for this opportunity. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just telling you how it's working for me. My wife, who's just gone downstairs, who's with us here, she's quit her job after 20 years of being with the same company. Why would we do that if we wasn't confident in the opportunity? So yeah,
I think another thing to mention in confidence in the opportunity is that one of the US leaders in the community is actually a police officer now. He would not be able to get involved in something like this if it wasn't the real deal, if it wasn't like legitimate.
he's a law
he-
enforcement
yeah,
in New York.
He gets investigated every like on a random, like on a catch, like literally is at the click of a finger. He can be like, all right, come with me, tell me about your life. And like, he wouldn't be able to run this business if it wasn't legit. So like, I think the experiences that we've had, the experiences that are in the community, the people in the community, it speaks for itself. So I think, just as a closing note from me, like, if you have even an inkling that this is right for you, even a little urge that this is right for you, take full advantage of those 14 days.
Yeah.
See if it's good for you, and if it is, it's awesome. I look forward to working with you, or meeting you, or working with you remotely if you don't end up with me as your coach. If you do, awesome. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. You'll get more cup of tea references, I'm sure. But otherwise, guys,
Yeah, we're going to try and find some sun, I think.
yeah, we'll try and find some sun.
Chase it around.
We might have to move countries, but
Yeah.
and then final question, Ali Ross, do I need a laptop for this? You don't really need a laptop, but
Not for training.
we recommend a laptop for actually running the business, because
Yeah,
it just makes
business.
life so much easier.
Yeah, you could probably get one from a
And,
mate for like 50
like,
pounds.
It creates the laptop lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's in the name.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. There's only 3 tools for the box. Like, if you was going into a mechanic job, you can't walk in without a toolbox. They'll be like, what are you doing? So the toolbox for this business is ideally a laptop. Doesn't have to be brand spanking new, can be an old one, a smartphone, and an internet connection.
Spot on.
So yeah, we'll leave it there, guys.
It's been
Thank
an
you.
absolute pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for coming out, everyone. Spending 1 hour 30 minutes with us. It's been awesome. I'll catch everyone around the internet.